Hello and welcome to the another tutorial of Blockzie module. Here we make your coding journey easy and fun. So this is our 8th tutorial, and in this tutorial we are particularly making different type of games. So in this tutorial we are going to learn about how to design different games in Blockzie. Till today you have known, you have seen, and you have played so many games, and especially in our childhood. And some of you are quite literally a gamer, right? So now it's time for us to make our own games, not only just playing a game, but now we are going to learn how to make a game or the logic behind these different games. So in this particular tutorial we are going to see the different concepts of gaming and how to make one. So let us start. So this is the table of contents. This particular tutorial is divided in three parts. In the first part we will see a clicker game. In the second part we will see jumping game, and in the third and final part we will see pong game. So these are the games some of you maybe have played in your childhood. So let's start our coding journey, that how these games are made. So our first one is clicker game. In this particular game, we have used a sprite named Butterfly, and we have used this particular backdrop. So this is the coding for your sprite, and we will see the step-by-step process of coding in Blockzie. Let's move forward with our second game, which is jumping game. And many of us has played this kind of games, especially in our childhood. So in this particular game, we are going to need two types of different sprites. The first one is chick, which is kind of animated sprite, and the another one is egg, which is static sprite, right? So these are the different sprites which we are going to use in our game, and these are the two different backdrop which we are going to need in our game. So this is the coding for chick, and this is the coding for this egg. Here we have two different eggs, so this is the coding for one egg and this is the coding for another egg. So we will see the step-by-step process and how to create your game and start playing it in Blockzie. So we have reached our final and the last part of this particular tutorial, which is Pong game. And many of us has known and even played many times in our childhood. So we will see how to make this game in Blockzie. So these are the different sprites which we are going to use in a Pong game, and some of them are made specially for this game, and these are the different backdrops which we are using to create a Pong game. This is the coding for player 1. This is the coding for player 2. This is the coding of this ball. This is the coding for this particular sprite. So these are the different codings of our sprites, and we will see the step-by-step process in our Blockzie, where you will learn a lot more about how to make each and every step and how to create this Pong game. So let's see the coding for clicker game, that the logic behind it and the different blocks we will use or we are going to use to make this clicker game. So first of all, we are going to choose a sprite named Butterfly. So yes, this is our sprite, and we need a background named Flowers. So we have just selected one sprite, which is Butterfly 1, and the other thing is a stage or backdrop, which is Flowers. So what we are going to do is we are going to make our sprite, or you can say butterfly, to first of all to go any random position. And the logic behind this clicker game is when I click on this sprite, the uh, sprite or the butterfly should change its color and start some sound, and the score of the game should increase, right? So this is the logic behind the game. Hence, we need event block. So we are using this event block. We are going to use two different event blocks first of all. So first, I need a logic that whenever I click on flag, so my game should be started from a new or from the initial position. So for that, what we are going to do is whenever I click on this green flag, what should my sprite do is it should go to any random position. So for go to random position, we are using this motion category, and I'm just dragging and dropping this particular code block which says go to random position. So my this sprite will go to any random position, and for how many time? So it should continue for forever. So go to any random position forever. But as you can see that I am just as I'm clicking onto this, my butterfly is going in a very high speed. So the speed should be controlled, right? So the butterfly should go to random position but with slow speed. So for that I will use wait block to get delay or to make this process of going to random position in a slow manner, which should be also visible. So yes, I am using this wait block to get to make some delay, right? Now it is looking some decent type. So now my butterfly is going to random position and in slow speed than earlier. Okay, so this is how my sprite should behave as I click on green flag. Now, the another part is as soon as I click on my sprite, it should change its color. So for that, I will use this event blog called when the sprite clicked. So as soon as I click my sprite, it should change its color first. So it should change its color. So for color, its color changing block, I will go to look block, and after that, I will use this change color. So you can use any value. So I'm using right now 10. So change color effect by 10. And I want this to look something like very colorful. So I want to repeat this process for quite some period of time. So I am using this repeat block and repeating this particular phenomena for 10 times. You can use less number also. And after that I need a particular after I just click on that particular sprite, and after some time it should be in its initial color. Okay, it should not be changing its color for over and over again. It should go to its initial stage as soon as I unpress its position. So I will use set color. After some time it should set its color to standard color. So I will use this set color effect to 0, means it will go to its natural color, or you can say standard default color. So this is these two blocks are going to make my first one is going to make the butterfly colorful look, and after that it will come back to its initial color. Now I want some sound also. So for sound I will use this start sound, and which kind of sound you want in your project you can use that particular sound. So I am adding the another sound. So go to sound and click on this, choose a sound and search for win and add that particular sound to your current project, and you will be able to see this particular sound is added to the category section. So I want this sound to be played whenever I click on my sprite, right? and it should change its color, and color effect should be to normal position after quite some time. Now what about scoring? This is game, so we need to change its score, right? So for that I just need to stop it first, and I will add a variable named score. So the score should be displayed or not, it is up to you. So yes, the score should be displayed on screen, and we have we have this much different blocks, and we are going to use two different blocks. How to use these two blocks is whenever I click on flag, my game should be started from initial or the beginning, right? Beginning means the scoreboard should display 0 score. So set score to 0 whenever I click on flag, right? Scoreboard should be blank when the game is just starting. So I have added set score to 0 whenever I click on flag, and it should change its score by 1 as I click on my butterfly. As I catches my butterfly, it should increase score by 1. So I'm adding this here. Okay. So this is the code for clicker game. Now let's just test it. So I have started my game, and as soon as I click on this sprite, the score will change and increase by 1. Let us see how I play this game. So from my scoreboard you can see that I'm not that particular gamer, but I hope you understand the concept, and it increased. So this is how you can make a clicker game, and you can also save your project by giving it a name and saving it to your computer.